Yeah, Chris definitely got me sick. Fuck. I hope you guys are okay with me doing a video like this laying down, because I'm not doing so well right now. But I was so excited because this happened.
The second person that I want to tag is JD James. I love watching her videos. Her videos are like crack because they're just so funny. And I love to see more about what she has read.
I'm super brand new to YouTube and I was overjoyed. Okay, so my webcam crashed and I guess I lost the first 20 minutes of this video. So someone tagged me in a tag for the first time ever and it was really exciting. And I was much happier in my expression about this whenever I was doing it the first time because my computer. So it's this Oscar book tag and all the links to everything else is down there. I agonized over my answers to all of these questions for like an hour. It was, they're so hard. The first question was best picture, favorite book series. That's a hard question. I struggled with it. I eventually chose the Pink Carnation series, which I then went on a giant tangent about how it's based off the Scarlet Pimpernel. I basically told you the whole plot of Scarlet Pimpernel. Be glad you missed that. It's a great book series. Historical fiction, romance, they're spies. It's funny. Let's actually answer these now and hope my stuff doesn't break. Question number 2 is best foreign film, which means favorite diverse book. This is a weird question to me because 85% of the books I read are diverse. I read a lot of books with queer characters and mentally ill characters because I am both. The most recent diverse book I have read is I Hear the Sunspot. It is a manga about a boy with a hearing disability. It's kind of a low-key gay romance, and it's the cutest thing ever, and I didn't know it was gonna be that fucking cute whenever I picked it up. It's so great. It's adorable and feelsy, and it really handles microaggressions really well. Oh my god. Feelings. That was question number 2, and we are already at 15 minutes in. Great. Seriously, you have no idea how much stuff I cut from these videos. Question number 3, best documentary, favorite nonfiction book, Your God is Too Small by J.B. Phillips. That's probably not interesting to any of you unless your spirituality is kind of Christian-based, but it's fantastic. It was written in like, I don't even know, like 1920 or something, and it's still relevant today because people don't change. Alright, number 4, best actress, favorite female protagonist. I came up with 2. Amelia Peabody from the series that shares her name. They are a mystery series set in Egypt. They're by Elizabeth Peters. There's like 30 books, and I want to say they were published between like the 60s and the 90s. The first book starts out a little rough, but once the author really gets into her characters for the rest of the series, it is fantastic. They are hilarious and silly and fun and exciting. And the other one I picked was Cami Glass from the Unspoken, the Lynn Byrne Legacy series by Sarah Reese Brennan. Cami and I share a fashion sense, which is bright colors with absolutely no moderation. Awkward and little and strange, she is always herself at all times with no shame or fear. If you are interested in romance that has like the angry, brooding boy who's misunderstood and has feelings and wears a leather jacket, but you hate the fact that a lot of those YA books that have guys like that tend to pair them with a girl who has the personality of a piece of toast, you will like Untold. You will like the Lynn Byrne Legacy series. Cami has 1000% personality at all times. Along comes her brooding boy, and he is all kinds of mysterious, dark, and sexy, and she does not sacrifice her personality for him at all. I love Sarah Reese Brennan's books, and she likes to write relationships with characters that are codependent and unhealthy. And it is interesting because she walks a very thin line between like showing how romantic this is and how passionate they are for each other while also showing why this is unhealthy, if that makes sense. Lynn Byrne Legacy and Demon's Lexicon deal with that really intense codependent relationship, but then shows how the characters break that apart and become their own people while still having a good relationship. It's fantastic. Read all of her books. They're also funny as hell. Speaking of Demon's Lexicon, best actor, favorite male protagonist, Alan Rives from the Demon Lexicon series. I haven't read the final book because I'm scared of what she's gonna do. Alan Rives is, he's a liar. He is manipulative. He is chaotic good. personified, is so committed to the people in his life that he wants to keep safe. He will do whatever it takes to keep them safe, even if that means going behind their backs, betraying them, lying to them, destroying everything. I love him so much. I get him so much. Oh my gosh. There's this romantic subplot where he has strong feelings for somebody and those feelings are not necessarily returned. That person who does not return his feelings has incredibly poor taste. He should come be with me. I will take care of him, as he deserves. Number 6, Best Supporting Actress. This is Favorite Female Supporting Character. I had to Aiko from the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. She is the adorable, silly robot companion, and I love her with all of my heart. I think that the graphic novel Wires and Nerve is about Aiko, and I need to read the last book in the series so that I can read the graphic novel because I love Aiko so much. Aiko, I love you. And Zoo from Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. She is the, I think she's 6 years old, girl who is selectively mute and has electricity powers. She's adorable and also just secretly badass. But Alexandra Bracken wrote a little side e-novel called In Time. It is about Zoo and the people that she's with whenever they leave the group and they go out on their own. And it's the best thing. It's so wonderful. I love Zoo. I love her so much. She's going to grow up and take over the world. If she didn't die in the 3rd book, I don't know. I didn't finish the 3rd book. I'm so terrible. I never finish series. Number 7, Best Supporting Actor. This is Favorite Male Supporting Character, and that would be Adrian from the Golden Lily Chronic. Is it even called the Golden Lily series? Bloodlines. That's what the Golden Lily series is called. The 1st book is called the Golden Lily, I think. I don't know. He was in the Vampire Academy series, but he wasn't in his element until the Bloodlines series. In the Vampire Academy books, he's kind of a mess. He's going through some shit and making bad decisions. The Bloodline series, he grows a lot more as a character. I really wish that series hadn't gotten real weird at the end because I didn't finish the last 2 books. Because they got freakily heteronormative and fetishizing of marriage, which was really weird. Jaylee, trash human, never finishes anything. Number 8, Best Screenplay, Favorite Standalone Book. Oh man, did I even choose one? Okay, I have 2. Lucid by Adrian Stoltz and Ron Bass. These 2 authors appeared out of nowhere, wrote this YA book, and then never wrote anything ever again. Lucid is phenomenal. Okay, so Lucid is about 2 teenage girls, and one lives in a rural town in the middle of nowhere. The other girl lives in New York City. Her mom is something famous, I think, and she is an actress. I don't remember if she's an aspiring actress or an actual successful actress, but she lives a life where she doesn't have to go to high school. I think graduated at a young age to pursue her acting career. Country girl, city girl, let's just call them that because I don't remember their names. Country girl goes to sleep at night and she dreams the entire day that city girl had. And then she wakes up and she goes and lives her life. And every single night she dreams what the other girl did that day. City girl goes to sleep every night and dreams the country girl's entire day. So they both are dreaming the entire life of the other one. That is not the focal point of the book. That is the premise, but that is not what the book is about. Whenever you read it, it feels like you are reading 2 contemporary YA novels about these girls. It just alternates chapters between these 2 girls who have nothing to do with each other. Their lives are totally separate. They don't interact. And occasionally it talks about the fact that they have dreamed each other's life. Occasionally. The bulk of the story is just about these 2 girls' lives. Their contemporary YA lives. So I think a lot of people go into this book wanting some huge paranormal craziness, and then what they get is contemporary YA. I think a lot of people are like, huh? It is a unique book. It is a phenomenal book. It is outstanding. If you are interested, so good. The other one I chose was Revolution by Jennifer Donnelly. That book, it like dug a hole in my heart and took up residence there. I want to get a line from it tattooed on my wrist. I love that book so much. It's a very weird book as well. It is about a teenage girl experiencing extreme depression due to grief over her little brother dying. And her mother has a mental disorder that is so significantly bad that she needs to be hospitalized. The teenage girl has been trying to take care of her mother so that she does not need to be hospitalized. Things go too far and she does have to be hospitalized. So the teenage girl is then shipped off to France to live with some family member, I don't remember. She discovers these journals from a girl her age who lived during the French Revolution. I am not obsessed with the French Revolution at all, but for some reason a lot of books set during that time period make it onto my faves. Depression makes it so that you don't care about anything and you have no interest in anything. Whenever you are depressed and you happen to find something that does catch your attention, you become obsessed with it. Like, it becomes like your whole thing because this is the only thing that makes your life better. We're not done. Okay, this book is trippy and weird. So, this teenage girl meets people in Paris and, like, you know, they become friends and they take her to this like underground rave in the catacombs, and I think she does drugs. Like, she doesn't realize that she's doing drugs, but like somebody gives her something. But she ends up wandering off into the catacombs. When she finally comes out of the catacombs, she has been transported to France during the French Revolution. It's a very weird book, but hashtag relatable if you have depression. The quote that I want tattooed on my arm is, "This world goes on cruel and brutal, but I do not." That was something that the girl who had the journals wrote. That was like her response to the French Revolution happening all around her. This world is a piece of shit, and it's horrible to people and awful, but I am not horrible and awful, and I do not have to be. I can make the world better. We are 40 minutes in. Damn, I need to talk less. Whew. Okay, number 9. Best director, favorite author. This is a mean question, you guys. Who's writing these tags? It's awful. That would be R. Cooper, I decided, because I removed her from 5 other categories. She writes gay romance and her Beings series. It's called Beings in Love. It's about, like, fairies and werewolves and dragons, and there's trolls and stuff. Oh, it's so good, her entire series. And then her books that have nothing to do with that are equally fantastic. Number 10. Best cinematography is best world building. I wanted to put R. Cooper's Being series in here, but if I can't. Solace by Gail Carriger. It's super well thought out and great. There's vampires, werewolves, ghosts, and preternatural people. Also, Afar by Leila Del Duca is a graphic novel that had the most creative and amazing world in it, and it was just one book. She needs to write like 1,000 books? I want to read like an entire series set in this world, and she only wrote one book. Excuse me? No. Number 11, Best Costuming, which is Best Cast of Characters. I have 3 on here, and they're all books I've already talked about. Untold by Sarah Reese Brennan, Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer, and Solace by Gail Carriger. So that one was easy. Oh, finally, 12, Tag People. R. Jensen, you really like tags. Also, Leah and 26 Letters. I don't think you have done very many tags, but if you feel like doing a tag, this might be fun. I watch a lot of booktubers, but not very many subscribe to me, so I don't think anyone else, if I tagged them, they would even see this. If you are watching and you're like, this sounds like a fun tag, then consider yourself tagged. Show me your video and I will go watch it and I will comment obnoxiously on it, because I like writing people really long obnoxious comments. Thank you for putting up with the bad lighting and couch and everything else and how talkative I get about books. I don't know if I said this in this video. Also, if you noticed in that clip, she had mentioned that I don't talk about a lot of books that I have read. I mostly talk about books I am reading or going to read. So, I'm going to be doing, some videos breaking down the 1,000 books in my Goodreads read list into, like, categories. Right now, the only category that I have that I already filmed, because I got way distracted, is I hate all your YA faves. And it's basically just me talking about a lot of popular YA series. I don't actually hate all of them, just most of them. Other ideas I had were mermaid books, fairy tale retellings, underhyped YA books, gay romance, and indie or self-published books. But if you have a category or a thought or like a list or anything that you're like, I want to know what books you've read in this, tell me, because I have 1,000 books that I'm trying to organize into some semblance of order. Please help me. Yeah. Okay, bye.